What happens when one of the most banned, controversial figures in the modern West, a man who built his brand on rebellion, does a complete U-turn, not toward progressive politics, but toward traditional Catholicism, and not just in name, but in a way that openly challenges the very lifestyle he once embodied? This is the story of Milo Yiannopoulos. Once labeled by outlets like Sky News Australia as one of the most dangerous men in the Western world and banned from Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, he was a lightning rod. A gay conservative who mocked the left, but lived a life at odds with the church he often defended. His recent, profound conversion forces a difficult question on all of us. Is true freedom found in accepting ourselves as we are, or in the struggle to become what we are called to be? For years, Milo was a walking contradiction. Publicly, he was a conservative firebrand, criticizing gender ideology, feminism, and defending Catholic teaching. Privately, he was in a same-sex civil marriage. He admits this double life created a deep, unsettling tension. "I realized I couldn't keep living split in two," he said. The man who famously trolled the world was deeply unhappy. This inner conflict became the crack through which grace entered. His return to the Catholic faith of his childhood wasn't about making things easy. In a revealing interview with Father James Martin, S.J., a priest known for his outreach to LGBT Catholics, Milo made his stance shockingly clear. He said, "I have never doubted the Church's teaching on homosexuality. I would rather have truth than lies." He expressed frustration with Catholics who imply the Church must apologize for hard teachings. The Church is not built on human desires or on coddling feelings, he argued. It is built on solid faith and the sacrifice of the cross. His biggest regret? Using his influence to normalize homosexual behavior among conservatives. "That is the thing I regret most in my life," he stated, calling it more damaging than the personal spiritual wounds of his lifestyle. Milo's conversion went beyond personal piety. It led him to a controversial public analysis of homosexuality itself. He rejects the idea that people are born gay, calling it a culturally constructed notion, not scientific fact. Drawing on twin studies in his own life, he argues it's primarily a trauma response, a set of behaviors stemming from identifiable causes like a broken home, difficult parental relationships, or abuse. This is not who you are, he insists. It is not your identity. It is a set of behaviors. He even sees a demonic and addictive element to the urges, which he says controlled him like any other addiction. This leads him to support voluntary conversion therapy, baffled by laws that ban it. Why are people being forced to remain homosexual, he asks. The core of Milo's testimony isn't really about sexuality. It's about a fundamental Christian truth, our need for a savior. He contrasts pop psychology's mantra of self-acceptance with a gospel call. "Christ came for me because of the mess I made," he says. True peace wasn't found in embracing every impulse, but in surrendering his inability to fix himself. In acknowledging that need, I'm opened up and made aware of my dependence on the Father. His most poignant line sums it up. "I go to church not because my life is together, but precisely because it isn't." Milo Yiannopoulos stands as a living challenge to multiple modern orthodoxies. To the secular world, he's a traitor to identity politics. To progressive Christians, he's a scandal for not demanding doctrine change. To some conservatives, he remains a problematic figure. But his story forces a spiritual question that transcends politics. In the end, are we called to build our identity on our desires, or on a truth that asks us to take up our cross? He chose the latter, believing it's the only path to real freedom. What do you think? Does Milo's journey from contradiction to conviction reveal a deeper truth about human nature and grace? Or does his analysis of homosexuality and support for conversion therapy cross a line? Can we separate the message from the messenger in a case like this? Share your thoughtful reflections in the comments below. If this provocative story made you think, please give this video a like and share it. Thanks for watching.